So a couple more AOKs have found their way to me here in the comic book room. And in this video, we are going to open them up. And I can tell you that as I look at the stack of boxes that are sitting off to my right, there is an assortment of things that are happening there. Some are big, some are small, some are light, some are heavy. But I have a feeling that I am going to enjoy each and every one of them. Stay tuned for the video. Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. As I mentioned in that intro, there is an assortment of boxes sitting off to my right. And I think one of them is at least an art print that came in from two subscribers that kind of teamed up to do a art piece for me of some sort. So we're going to open that one up. And then the others, I think one of them might be a couple of books from one subscriber who wanted me to read a new title. So we'll take a look at that. And then the other two, I honestly, truly do not know what's inside. But we're going to open them up and we're going to see what's inside. The very first one we're going to open up is from Brian C. And Brian did a little sketch there. Did a little sketch there on the Gemini shipper for me. So we are going to open this one up and we're going to see what he has placed inside of this one. And I will tell you that I am very appreciative of all of those people that continue to send AOKs to me. And definitely, you know, hopefully people understand that it's sometimes difficult for me to follow up with people individually once I receive the AOKs. I try to let the videos kind of speak for themselves in terms of offering my thanks up to folks, because it's problematic trying to remember what's come in, what's been filmed, who I said thank you to. And so I try to let the videos speak for themselves, and I try to get them out in a timely fashion so that people, know that I received it and they actually get to see me unbox it. But that does not always happen. So I definitely appreciate all of you bearing with me as I continue to try to get these videos out in a timely fashion. So there is a note in here from Brian. It says, "Brian here, your friendly interweb follower. Here I introduce the Chronicles of Zalara." I think that's how you say that. My OK to you. I think that's what that says. Not only a first issue, but a store exclusive variant that can only be purchased at the store Harem's World. I think that's what that says. It's hard for me to... an LCS based in my hometown of Winter Gardens, Florida. I think that's Harem's. HRUM' World. In Winter's Garden, Florida. Another unique fact about this comic is that the creator, Peter Smith, is also from here. He's a local comic creator. That's pretty cool. He does the art, the writing, and is the publisher of Crimson Fable Studios, his company. He is a local creator who started his own publisher to create, write, and draw this awesome book. He's down-to-earth gentleman who deserves as much word of mouth to continue growing this project. You are very, very welcome, my friend, and glad that we can contribute to spreading the word about this, about Peter Smith, the creator. So let's see what Brian has sent over. Try to remove the tape here so that we can reveal the books inside and kind of put the books facing together and to protect them during transit, which is always a good move, to kind of put the backing boards facing outward. That way they absorb, a little bit of the impacts and any possible damage, right? So we'll take a look at this in just a second as I get the tape off of this, and then we will see what is in here. Down, up, if you will, up and out from Winter Garden, Florida. All right, so let's see what we have here. All right, so issue number 1 right here, 4001 AD. It's Clayton Crane. Is that Clayton Crane? Character designed by Clayton Crane. How cool is that? This is from Valiant. There you go. That's a pretty cool cover right there. I've never even heard of this series, 4001 AD. Maybe you guys have. I have not heard of this one. But that's a pretty cool Clayton Crane cover right there. Here is issue number 2 of that, 4001 again from Valiant. Issue number 2. I don't know if this one is Clayton Crane. Yeah, it may be. Character design by Clayton Crane. That's pretty cool, especially considering he's doing some artist signings right now coming up. Zelaria, Zelaria, The Chronicles of. This is pretty cool. This is the one he was telling about. This is actually signed Crumb's World, KRUM apostrophe S, Crumb's World Comics and Collectibles. So this is the one that he was telling me about that the guy has created for himself. So the artist and the writer on this one, very cool, and actually has a certificate of authenticity on the back side. This is a limited edition Crumb's World variant edition Chronicles. Exclusive edition is limited to 100 copies. Each edition is issued. And what's cool is that this is issue number one, or this is copy number 100 of 100. And how cool is that? How cool is that? And it actually has his signature, the artist's signature right down there. So there you go. Brian, thank you very much. Very cool, man. Very cool. I am a huge fan of people that have a desire to create something and actually make it happen. You know, these independent publishers, these people that are writers and creators that go out and basically make magic happen. I absolutely respect that approach of shaping one's environment, and I try to do whatever I can to kind of support some of those people. So shout out to what was his name, Peter Smith down in Winter Garden, Florida. So very, very cool. See if I can find a link to his website or something like that and actually put it up in the description of the video. See whether I can find it. So inside of here, inside of some wonderful bubble wrap, is a shipment from, I think this actually came from Midtown. Yeah, this came from Midtown. And my man Johnny Future sent this one over to me via Midtown. So we're going to open this up and see what Midtown has sent over to us. Get that open there. All right, let's see what we have inside. They actually put backing boards in there. Oh, they faced the book the opposite way. So let's reverse that. And let's put that back. And then let's get this other one set up. You guys probably saw the cover already. As I pulled it out, reverse that. You may have to rebag and board these. All right. So this is from Aftershock. And I honestly have not read a whole lot of comics from Aftershock, to be honest with you. But this is a military-inspired type of comic, and I think that that's why Johnny Future wanted me to check it out. This is God Killers #1. And this is a very, very trippy story from Aftershock. It is military related. It has a lot of religious topics that are contained in here, and I don't know if you can actually see here, there's actually a lot of different religious insignias that are hanging almost like dog tags from the firearm right there. But it's a trippy read. I was able to actually find it online and read it digitally while I was waiting for these to come in. And here is issue number 2 of God Killers. Very, very interesting book. I don't know if you guys have read this, but it is this character right here is trippy. I think that there are only 2 issues out right now, 1 and 2. I've read both, and I'm kind of looking forward to seeing where this series might actually go. It is a different type of series. It's not really a war comic. It's not really a horror comic. I mean, it's kind of somewhere in between those 2 things, and that's part of what makes it kind of interesting. So I don't know if you guys have read it, but if you have, I'm definitely interested in what your thoughts are on this. I found it to be a trippy read. So not bad, but a trippy read. So hopefully people appreciate what I mean by that. So this is the one that is really heavy, and Silver Age Surfers. or Silver Age Surfer has actually sent me a couple of AOKs, and I think that they've come basically in a few different parts. You may have already seen part 1 by the time you see this, but this is another part to what he has sent over. And so we're gonna get this one open and see what's inside. And this one is pretty heavy. It's a pretty, oh man. Wow. I just got my first look at what is inside. Wow. This is cool. This is very cool. He sent me a message just recently to tell me that he was, sending me the AOKs. And his comment to me was, you can do anything you want with them. And then I see this and I'm like, yeah, I know exactly what I want. Whoa! I have actually heard of this. This is cool. Wow. Wow. Marvelocity. This is pretty awesome. Marvelocity, the Marvel Comics art of Alex Ross, featuring hundreds of never before seen images, including a new Spider-Man story and much more. This is fantastic. It says, Alex Ross is a legend. Even if you don't consider yourself a comics head, you should check out his work to see what the best of the form has to offer. This dude is so amazingly talented. Alex Ross, it is quite impressive the way that he paints and draws and has things look so lifelike. Man, I am so torn because I want to tear this open, but at the same time, I want to stick you in the plastic. Wow. This is really awesome. Bro, Silver Age Surfer, thank you very, very much. For those that don't know, I am an Alex Ross fan. I've actually done a couple of videos where I talk about some of his art, and I actually have even though I'm not a cover hunter, I have a lot of his covers in my collection going back to 2005, 2006 when I was in comics for a brief period of time. Then there was an Invader series that he did that was really fantastic. And so if you haven't seen the videos where I actually show, it's an artist tribute video, check it out. It is really good. And outside of that, I also talk about Alex Ross a fair bit because I really dig him. I actually watch his YouTube videos because the guy makes paint sound magical. He really does. But if you think about it, the way he uses paint to create images is truly magical. You know what I'm saying? And so I am a huge fan of Alex Ross, and now I have this. And this will probably take up residency in the back of the room there to be used as decoration because it is so gorgeous. Silver Age Surfer, thank you, bro. I absolutely appreciate this. This is very cool. This is very, very cool. Wow. All right. So the very last thing that we're going to do is to open up this big mamma jamma here. This, I believe, is a collaboration between Randy Resnake and Young Matthew. We call him Young Matthew because he is probably the youngest viewer that I have that actually has his own profile and actually comments and participates in live streams and that kind of stuff. There may be others out there, but Young Matthew is what we call him. He sent this over to me, and I'm definitely excited to see what's inside. Both Randy and Matthew are really talented artists. I've actually purchased art from both of them over and previously over the last year or so. So the fact that these two have kind of come together and collaborated to do a project is actually pretty exciting. So I want to see what magic these guys have come up with. And I think in the back of the room there that is actually one of Randy's pieces right back there. So you oftentimes will see his artwork sitting in the back of my videos because he does the art in a pretty large scale. And he does it on, it's black ink on white paper, so it stands out, so you can actually see it really, really well. So that's part of the reason, and it's also really nice. But that's part of the reason why I tend to have it in the back, because it's a great, great piece for decoration. So I rotate them out because I have several, along with some Matthew artwork down in an art portfolio off to my side. So they have put this together, and we will take it out. There is a note here. I have not yet seen the artwork. There is a note that is inside of the package here. We're going to try to slip that out, and then we will read it and then reveal the art on the inside. So it says here, it is the tiniest little note. It says, Reggie, congrats on 1 million views and 7,000 plus subscribers. This piece of artwork was a fun collab between Randy Resnake and I. We picked the theme we knew you would enjoy. Oh no, we knew you would like. Enjoy. Signed, Matthew and Randy Resnake. Oh yes, okay. He was asking me to confirm. He's asking me to confirm receipts of the artwork, which I actually did. I did it during a live stream because it had just come right before I went live recently, and I was like, "Hey, I got it. Thank you very much." Again, it just goes to show that there is sometimes a disconnect between when I get things and when the videos actually go out. But I thought that was cute. Very, very well done. And we will see. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Wow. How cool is that? It's the Sinister Six. So we have Spider-Man in the middle, well drawn, with his spider sense just going off like nobody's business. We have the Vulture, Electro, we have Kraven, Sandman, Mysterio, and Doc Ock. I think that this side was done by Randy. I'm guessing maybe Spider-Man, and this side was done by Randy. This side was done by young Matthew, and both are incredible. This is really, really cool. This is really cool. Before you know it, I'm literally going to have a wall of like Randy and Matthew's artwork. Man. This is awesome. This is awesome. You guys did a fantastic job. Look at Doc Ock's haircut. If that is not a classic nerd cut, I don't know. This thing is awesome. Wow, I am a huge fan. I love some Electro. I really do. I think Electro is pretty dope as a character. I really do. Same thing with this guy. I mean, all of these are just... I've said it before, like, I firmly believe that Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery is just incredible, right? This is only the tip of the iceberg in terms of the villains that he squares off against on a regular basis. And that's part of the reason why, like, the Silver Age Amazing Spider-Man comics are so expensive, because almost every book has a first appearance or something truly significant that happens in it. And it's just because of all of these fantastic creations being presented and rolled out year after year after year. And man, this is, look at all that chest hair. Oh, look at the chesticles and the chest. This is awesome. Oh man, this has been a fantastic video for me because of all this cool stuff that I was able to unbox. And again, I want to thank every single person out there that has ever sent me an AOK. I absolutely appreciate it. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. But I also don't want you to potentially go away empty-handed. And so I want to give you a chance to add a book to your comic book collection. One that is pretty solid. And you might be looking at this book and you might be thinking, isn't that the book that he gave away for the 7,000 subscriber? It's not. It's the same book, but it's a different book. And what I mean by that is that was a really, really nice copy of Avengers 196. this is an equally nice, just lower grade version of it. This is Avengers 196. This is the origin and first appearance of the Taskmaster, who will appear in the Black Widow movie coming up. It is an 8.5 with off-white pages, a gorgeous copy of this book. Again, I give away 2 copies and I don't even own one. At some point, I may have to actually buy one for the collection because I read this book. I actually enjoyed this book. I enjoyed the first and second appearance of Taskmaster. It was a character that I wasn't that familiar with, but when they announced the Black Widow movie many months ago, I decided to read some of his stuff. And that's part of what drove me to eventually buy these books to give away to you guys, because it was something that I thought was really cool and that you guys would enjoy as well. So this is this week's Go Collect giveaway. And to enter this giveaway, which is a giveaway that I do every single week, the requirements are relatively straightforward. You need to be a subscriber. You need to be a resident of the United States, a resident of Canada, or have a mail-in address in the US. That's pretty much it. And in the videos that I release every single week, like this video, I will show you a book. I will give you a phrase. All you need is that phrase to then head over to the community tab to enter into the giveaway. If you cannot find the community tab, if you search YouTube for Regie Collects Go Collect, you will find a video that I've created that shows you how to actually find the community tab. It's not that complicated, but I still wanted to create a video to actually help people find it. Once you find the community tab, you go to the community tab, you scroll down on the page and you find a post. That post for this week will have a link, a blue link to go to MailChimp. You go to MailChimp and you plug in 3 pieces of information. 2 of them are relevant to you and 1 of them is a phrase that I give you in the video, like in this video. In just a couple of moments, you plug that phrase in, you hit the submit button, and then you tune in to the Ready, Set, Go preview show, which airs every single Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. While it took me, 30 seconds to explain that, the entire process is relatively straightforward. And this is essentially how I do every single giveaway on the channel. So if you familiarize yourself with this process, you'll be able to enter every single giveaway that I do from here on out. All right. So the phrase for this week is let's just do Taskmaster. Let's keep it super simple. Taskmaster is the phrase that you enter in. 1 word, spelling does count, Taskmaster. Plug that in and you are automatically in the running. So again, good luck to everyone out there. I want to thank you for watching this video. If you need to reach out to me, you can do so on Instagram at Regie Collects, or you can send me an email to reggie@regiecollects.com. Take care.